clicked on this video, you might be feeling not as passionate to do something as you were before. Or maybe you're trying to discover a new career or a thing to do that will bring you passion and joy in life. Either way, I get that feeling. I've been over-doubting myself, overthinking every decision and going through I'm doomed moments in life. But I was able to get out of there. I was able to rediscover what I want to do in life and become as passionate and joyful about that as never before. That being said, I'm making this video because I wish I saw something like this when I was going through my hardship moments. I'll keep it short and to the point and talk about 3 main things that helped me along the way. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before we talk about those 3 things, let me tell you a quick version of my story and how I rediscovered my passion. Since I was 9 years old, I was a basketball player. I can't even describe it as a passion. It was a lifestyle and one of the few things that really mattered to me. I couldn't imagine doing anything else in life and the tunnel vision was the only option. I was practicing all the time, studying the game and constantly trying to become better. And eventually I got the opportunity to play on a higher level and receive a scholarship from the college in the United States. Now, it all sounds fancy and dandy, but I was facing a lot of injuries. My back was in horrible shape since I was 15 years old, and closer to the end of the career I got surgeries on both of my knees, and I just realized I cannot keep going like this. All of a sudden, the game of basketball that was the universe of my life disappeared from it. Now, it took me some time to get over that initial realization, and I'll get more into details during the video. However, after 1 year, I was able to rediscover my passion and find something I'm really enjoying, which was starting a content creation business and creating a content myself. Was it an easy transition? Probably not, but the goal of the video is to share 3 things with you that helped me along the way and hopefully they'll make this transition smoother for you. So let's finally get to them. The very first thing, don't be afraid of changes. It's hard to realize it at first, but whatever happens to your current passion, in the majority of situations, it's never the end of the world. Now, if you have said something like that to me, who just realized he can't play basketball anymore, I would probably curse back at you. But if we actually face the truth, the chances are high that your life still can turn 180 degrees and you will find something you'll be as passionate as joyful about as never before. But don't take me as an example. History knows way cooler stories. In September 2000, the board of PayPal ousted Elon Musk from the company. The rest of that incident is the history. And I think we can confidently say that Elon Musk was able to rediscover his passion again after that. And that's why it is a huge thing on this list. Don't be scared of changes. You never know what life has ready for you. With the second thing on the list, we have try doing something you are actually interested in. Easy to say, I get it, but let me come back to my story for a second and show you the example. After I graduated college and stopped playing basketball, I didn't really know what to do, but I needed some money, so I started a job at the warehouse for a few months. Kinda contradicts the principle of doing something you're actually interested in, but if you need money and you don't have a lot of skill, I mean, you need to make a business decision. But nevertheless, I never gave up on the idea of dreaming big and exploring my options. I always was interested in the business world, and during the breaks in the warehouse between loading the fish food, I was often listening to some business podcast or watching some entrepreneurial YouTube video to learn the craft. At one point, I realized that I like marketing and content side of things, which, skipping forward, led to me starting my own business where I provide graphic design and video editing services to businesses and content creators. Now, I'm finally doing something I'm deeply interested in and passionate about. But as you can see, it is a journey. Things might not always work out immediately from the start. But I think this is the most important aspect of that. Don't stop dreaming big about what you actually want to do in life and try to find the ways to grow your passion. And lastly, the third thing, give yourself time. I made a mistake of setting totally unreasonable deadlines to figure out what I want to do in life. Looking back to it, it's absolutely ridiculous that after playing basketball for 13 years and basically knowing how to do this only thing, I decided that it's time to find a new passion only in a period of a few months. Now, I was lucky enough that things work out pretty quickly, but it might not always be like this. There are countless stories of people who became famous and successful later in life. Take Alan Rickman, or as the majority of you will know him as, Professor Snape. He didn't achieve widespread fame until his 40s. And I'm not trying to say, lay on the couch and do nothing until the passion will come to you in life. It's rather more about heading towards the goal and trying different things, but trusting the process. Believe that your inputs will result in great outputs over time. Every journey will be different. I hope that those 3 things that help me will help you along the way as well. But maybe it will not be enough and you will need to rely on some other principles as well. Just don't be afraid of being proactive during this process. If you don't try some of the things, you will never know if you can become passionate about them. If you guys found this video useful in any way, I would deeply appreciate if you like it and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.